Hello everyone, Helvian here, and we are back with Hunter x Hunter Volume 2. And this volume I think is a fair amount better than Volume 1. I think just Hunter exam arc is really kicking up, as we get we weed out we're weeding out some of the weaker contestants. We're just getting more into it. So let's get into it. So you're starting off with a classic Togashi is go on without me. I'll catch up in about 2 minutes. That's great. You gotta love Takashi. That's literally me in real life. Now I don't know what this is about. This like inner cover. Um, do you know what it's about? I don't know what it's about. But yeah, we got his Gon's on a lizard. That's great. Tagashi likes drawing characters on animals. Did you look at the covers for Volume 1? Yes. This one, no. But the next four volume covers, it's just a character on an animal. Maybe he likes animals, and that's why he made Chimera Ant. I don't know. We're continuing the trend of these Omake pages just having like a I don't know, I won't call it like a rough sketch, but it feels like it's a different style than like the normal. Well, you could say all of this is rough sketches, but I think he goes harder with the shading. They're good. But yeah, Hisoka is taking it upon himself to Sorry, I'm too close to the mic. Maybe I am. But yeah, Hisoka's taking it upon himself to be the practitioner, the proctor of the exam, and just slice these guys up with his cards. Now, one thing I have noticed with Hisoka is that underneath his like not thought bubbles, speech bubbles, is that there's a card sign, the diamonds, clubs, spades, hearts. I wonder if that's supposed to represent a specific intonation, or if Sugashi's just choosing at random, or is there like a cycle? So spade, diamond, club, spade, diamond, club, heart. Okay, wait. There might be a pattern here. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with intonation. Maybe you can go to the anime and see if there's like something that a pattern here. I don't know if there's a pattern, and I'm honest. Okay, I'm not. I don't feel like we're checking the anime, but I do think it's cool. Um, he for someone that has like a card, Joker theme to him, he doesn't have those symbols on his cheeks. It's just stars. That's not stars aren't on cards. That's why he has clubs on his shirt, but why not on his? Oh no, he has a teardrop. Okay, I think that's just more like a generic clown thing, not like the clubs things. But it's fine. It's actually going a bit harder here with the shading. Yeah, he just wrecks these guys. Look at these split. Uh, just three people left. Who invited blood? Like what? Okay, there's this random ass guy that's here with us with our protagonist. Uh, And we get to see his inner. Well, wait, is it supposed to be inner monologue? There is whispering. Yeah, it's whispering. Um, I mean, he's like a level-headed guy. It looks like. They split up, and damn, you don't see him. Yeah, Leorio, um, braves up and tries to fight Ahsoka, but obviously wouldn't work. But then, oh, from out of nowhere, gone with the fishing rod. Whoa, not bad. And thus starts his Hisoka's years-long obsession with Gon. It was love at first fishing pole strike, and it's just, it, look. Oh my god. Okay. What do you even have to say about this? Yeah, I'm not even sure how much I can say without YouTube getting mad at me. Um, so I'm not even sure my own thoughts about this. So because is creepy, yes, and he determines that the Gon has passed the test. Same with Leorio. Um, yeah, it's peculiar and enigmatic of creature as Gon has ever met. Yeah. And okay, Kashi is spoiling the Menchi design here. Okay, what Gon? What are you plugging this in? Why is the plug there? We could have had the plug anywhere else. Why there? I don't get it, Gon. And yeah, the guy from earlier, he's dead now. With the card. Wait, did we see him throw the card? We see him beat up Leorio. Yeah, you get some 10 seconds. And then I don't think we see him throw the card. Interesting. Yeah, at some point he just got hit with the card. Interesting. Yeah, we already knew he had a good sense of smell, but it's getting ridiculous. He's like Gon is like a bloodhound. Yeah, they're wondering why Ahsoka passed them, but yeah, um, he was the first one or the only one to get a hit on him, and Leorio was like, was he relying on instincts, to tell him. Leorio was like he at least stood up to Ahsoka. So that has to come for something. And here we get another glimpse of that Gon is a psychopath. Like he was so scared I wanted to run, but I couldn't. I knew I was no match for him. I figured I was dead. Facing certain death. It's weird, but it felt pretty exciting. Uh, yeah. So they come through this swamp, and now we're at the second part of the exam. Yeah, we have 150 people, and now we have the next examiners, Buhara and Menchi. For the second phase. It's starting a bit. Yep. Gon is a dog. Must be half dog. Probably. I know there's like a scene in Khmer Antark where he does he like sniffs the ground like a dog. That's nice. And yep, 12 o'clock, we got examiners, Menchi, and Buhari. We're talking about, it's all about cooking. Um, Gourmet hunters. Yeah. So the type of hunters that like they look for like food and stuff. Um, and I think they also said like they look for like species that they could like turn into meat, but also like preserve them. I think that's cool too. Yeah, I know. I don't know if it was confirmed, but I hear people say that the manga Toriko was it was either inspired by the concept of gourmet hunters, or it's just gourmet hunters. That's a common way of describing the premise of the manga. Like it's all about gourmet badass people looking for food. It's like mixing gourmet hunters with Dragon Ball Z, basically. And it's a very good manga. Or it's a manga I liked a lot. So yeah, read that. Um, yeah, the exam you have to make two meals, one for Buhara, one for Menchi. Buhara's one is one that's simple, you know, but challenging to get the ingredient. Um, and then she is like, obviously it involves more refined skill, with less focus on like uh physical stuff. Yeah, Parda's task is a pig, and yeah, he was deceptive in saying any pig will do because there's only one kind of pig in the forest, and that's this fucking piggy. It's like they call it the Great Stamp. They're like powerful, but they have like a blind or like a weak spot. Um, which is like right behind the snout. Um, the tough snout. Gon found that really quickly. But he's also like this is like the thrill I felt earlier facing Hisoka, but it's not quite like it. Uh, so he's just shelf sticking, man. And yeah, everyone got their fucking pig. Uh, like how Tots just decided to watch because he was bored. I'd do that too. Yeah, no way he ate 70 roast pigs. Don't think too hard about it. That's true. And now it's time for Menchi. She's like 21 and she's been one of the most prominent chefs. And has a voracious appetite for new dining experiences. That's great. Her contributions to culinary culture have been invaluable. Damn. How'd she do it? And she's hot too? What? I don't get it. Um, yeah, she tasks them with sushi. And everyone's like, what the hell is sushi? Reminds me of Bleach when Grammy was like, I turned her bones into cookies. And Kenpachi was like, what the hell is a cookie? Wait, what the hell? I have a shoe in the background. This is unacceptable. I had two shoes there. What the hell? I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, you need to make sushi. No one knows what sushi is. Tagashi, you can't show Japan like this. You have to flip it upside down. Don't you know your lore? Uh, Well, it's sort of maybe. We'll get to that later. But yeah, we have sushi stations for everyone. Yay! And test is over when the examiner, Menchi, is full until that point make as many as you like. And that's, I don't think they talked much about that as like a deviousness to the to her round of the phase or whatever, because obviously she doesn't have the stomach as Buhara there. So if one person tries to make many attempts, it they run the risk of making her full before she accepts it. Or luckily or unlucky, most of them don't even get to that stage in the first place. So yeah, all these guys are like, what the hell are we supposed to do? We have rice, and like there's like a knife here. Will we cut something? And this ninja guy is like, luck. It's my country. I am Nipponese. Oh, I'm so pleased. And then he gives away everyone, or to everyone that he knows what it is. Kurapika's like, okay, I actually read about this, so like, I think it has to do like fish and vinegar, and it's like, and they were like fish in a forest, and everyone's like fish. And one of he actually just drew like one guy a few times and like stick figures for Leorio and Kurapika. And then like the next page drew these detailed backgrounds. What the hell? Takashi's such a weird guy. You gotta love it. Um, yeah, they cut. They're still interested in what Hanzo has to say, though. Like they catch on that it's fish, but like still don't really get it. And also, seafood like sushi with freshwater fish. I'm not a sushi expert, but I guess apparently you're supposed to use seafood like saltwater fish in general, I guess. So they're already at a disadvantage here. Um, so and Leorio just puts whatever this is out, and she doesn't even try it. Gone. This is a bit better. Not quite. Use the knife. Yeah, that's not it. Wrong dish. Yep. uh, yeah, Kurapika is having some good thoughts here. Make as many as you like. The shape is essential. Would allow us to make a lot of them fairly quickly. Formula, make one, produce many. Interesting. Yeah. And she's looking at the utensils. And you see there's a condiment. If she can hold and dip the sushi with those sticks, one sushi must only be so big. I have it. And he does the same thing as Gon. What the hell? You really so you were cooking with this thing, and then now you cooked too hard. You burnt it. And then Hanzo finally does some real sushi. But it wasn't good. He's like, sushi is just rice rolled into bite-sized oblong shape and dabbed with wasabi with a slice of fish. Yeah, and he just blabbed it to everyone. But he underestimated the sushi, you know. That's why he failed. Yep, everyone failed. No one passed. Manga over. See or arc over. See you in a year next exam. Yeah, she was talking with. Was she talking to the bean guy or Netero? Probably the bean guy. I forgot his name, but you know the bean guy. The bean guy. Beanie. Forget his name. Is he Hunter? I forget if he's Hunter or not. You have Netero. You see Netero. He's just an old. he's he's an old kooky guy. That's all there is to. God damn it. Oh man, it's such an interesting version of the badass old guy trope. Cause like I don't know, uh, he I don't know. Can I compare him to like Yamamoto from Bleach? You always Yama was never silly. He was always serious. So when he turned serious, you know, against you about Roy Lloyd, you know, it wasn't like a surprise. Like sure it was badass, but it wasn't a surprise. And sure, Netero becoming badass isn't a surprise either. Because we know he's strong. Um, you know, from this volume alone, we know he's strong. But the way he turns in his fight against Miriam, it's like he's becomes a vicious man. It's like such a heel turn. And like seeing this path to power, you know, in his flashback in the Chimera Antarctic. It's so great. It's more like rereading Bleach and seeing Unohana around. It's more similar to that than rereading Bleach and looking at Yama early on. But yeah, they're coming to plead Menchi to like not fail everyone. Um, yeah, these guys are like, I don't want to cook, I want to hunt. So this is bullshit. And they're right that it's bullshit, but they're not right to underestimate gourmet hunters. Because, you know, Menchi is plenty strong by herself. And if Buhara didn't smacked him, she probably would have killed him. That's nice. But yeah. Then Netero comes down looking silly as ever. I don't know, silly. Maybe is silly the wrong word? He's like eccentric, you know. That's a better word. Um, stick to my knitting. Yep, Chairman Mentero, head of the exam commission. What? Forgive me if I'm wrong. Isn't it just called the Hunters Association? Wait, no. The Hunter Association logo. It's the judging committee. Okay, they just said they already just okay. Held memory. Hunter Association. So that's the organization. But she says head of the exam commission. When she say chairman, well, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm nitpicking. Why? Obviously, Takashi would never make a mistake. He would never make a single retcon ever. So I don't even know why I'm benching this. Yeah, and she's gonna resign or whatever. Because she was mad that there was a guy who knew sushi. Um, but I don't know why she was that mad because if no one knew what sushi was, I feel like things would turn out worse, right? Yeah. The lesson here is don't trust the judgment of women, obviously. But no, she brings up the eggs. We're doing eggs. Egg time. Yay! Dive down for eggs. Um, yeah, she makes it like easy and then just climb back up. Wait a minute, wasn't it, okay? Wait a minute. In the 2011 anime, maybe the other one too. Didn't they use like a wind current or something to get back up? I don't think. I don't think they climbed. Wait a minute. Yeah. Look at this uh thing. Like winds. Wait. Okay. Oh, they're gonna love me for the animes. The copyright. YouTube's gonna love me for this. Uh, as wind. Why wind? Just climb. Yeah, don't copyright me. Wait, what about the original trauma? Ah! Oh, hi, yeah, what is it? Yeah, I thought wait, whoa! Okay, it's doing this every time. Um, whoa. Okay, surely if it's this small of a window, they can't say anything. Overcooked, haha. uh, their hair's different in both of these. Wait, what did she do? They're alright. Ah, that boy is different. It's also a new line. Show me the A. Yeah, they just climbed. That was a 2011 exclusive. I don't know why they did that. It's weird. It does not. Okay, it's whatever. Yeah, we have like an interlude thing where they go towards to um the next place. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. Destroy the ship. And then like fucking Tompa is like, hey, maybe this is exam 2. Maybe you should stay up all night and not get rest. But they sleep anyways. But yeah, this is an interesting one where the hunters talk about the examinees. 294 looks sharp. The bolt, so that's Hanzo. I don't even need to recheck. It's Hanzo. Satot says 99 is my favorite. That's Killua. Interesting. Buhara is interested in Hisoka. Yeah, he's an interesting one. He says in terms of talent, I'd say he is right up in our league. So I wonder if he thinks he could fight Hisoka. Maybe it's true. Maybe I don't know. I kind of doubt. Yeah, I don't know. If you imagine Hisoka versus Satots, you have to imagine Hisoka winning, right? But I don't know. I don't know I don't remember anything about Satots after this arc. uh, so I don't know what he's all about. Uh, yeah, Hisoka is dangerous. Whoa. And then Netero does he releases his Nen or N, and then gets some attention, and then he like tries to play it off. Stares, Kalila stares him down. He offers him to play a game because I guess he's bored. They catch the ball from him, and if they win, they get their license right on the spot. Killa does this weird move where he has like shadow doppelgangers, shadow clones after image. Well, they say well, I say that, but it's more like it's not like he's going that fast, but that like he's entranced. Oh wait, but after image, he is going that fast. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't disrespect Killua. Okay. But yeah, Netero is like hard skin, or he can make it hard with the Nen. Uh, and yeah, they can't do Netero hardest. And they can't do it. Bam, bam, bam. Here comes the puppy. Nope. And then he had to he had to go all out here in the speed. Uh, God damn it, Netero. That's A for effort. But yeah, he didn't use his right hand or left leg. The Gon stays anyways. Still time to get Netero to use his right hand. How do you do that slow moving mini Killua's things? That's cool. And I like how Gon used that talk to try to catch him off guard. Hey, Gon's so great. And then Killua goes, "Oh, edgelord, I would have killed for that ball." Here we go. Hard skin. And he does it on time. This is an interesting dilemma, but he doesn't want. Oh, ping. Sorry, I got a ping from the president of being annoying. But yeah, what is he doing? Yeah, he's in a dilemma. He doesn't want Gon to hurt himself, headbutting his iron skin, steel labs. But if you relax them, it might knock him out. So he dodged. He hits his head. And he uses right hand to like hit him below. And he thinks he's won. Well, he won his goal, you know. And then I like this where he has to slow the ship down so Gon can get some sleep. That's nice. And yeah, they arrive at the third phase. They're on this tower, and they have to get down. That's the base of the tower. That's the challenge. It's the majority. Tompa, what? Okay, this scruffy Tompa is kind of weird. Yeah, it's so big. What the hell is with this tower? They had to have made this for the exam. There's no shot it wasn't made for the exam. This guy's like, I am the best climber. I'll do this. And then horrible monsters beyond your imagination killed him. Yeah, there's like hidden doors here. To go down. And like slowly but surely people kind of find them. And then there's weird guys. Um, yeah, they're not just like individual pitfalls or whatever. They lead you. Or I like this gag where they think they're going separate ways. So I guess it's so long for now. Then boop, in the same place. Like Gon and Killua's laugh here. Oh, it's so great. The best of friends. You'll have to see it. But yeah, there's like sets of 5 that lead to the same room, and then you put these things like on the wristwatch that has the countdown from the 72 hours. So they're so this says 71:19, so it's been about 40 minutes since they went from the top to the top to this place. But it's 5 and there's 4 people here. I was waiting for another one. Um it's been 2 hours. There's no one, and then Tompa. I like how we just cut after that. uh, yeah, let's check it out. He died and made you leader. That's great. And then the Oreo, okay, so obviously Tompa is like not cooperative guy since he's like the rookie crusher, and these are all rookies. So he just like votes to against the majority, but then the Oreo gets so mad. Like I understand him being like annoyed by Tompa. Tompa does that. Everyone's annoyed by Tompa. However, you don't have to be so mad. It's the majority goes to the majority does the thing. Okay. Um. So they go and they have this cell, or they're in this like cell thing, and they have to choose right or left. This one's a closer one. The Oreo. Um. And they were lost. Actually, he was joined by Gon. Uh, so that shows us really the intelligence of the people on his side. Yeah, they end up in this arena. There's this tough guy here, and it's a 5v5 of matches, and you matches are anything goes. Not necessarily a fight. This one's actually unanimous. why do you care so much, Leorio? You don't need Assad margins for this. It's fine. So Tompa goes first against this tough guy. It's like, okay, well, to the death. Let's go. Yeah, I'm done. You've beaten me. Instant Togeza. That's great. And Kula was like, "Oh, good going." Um, Well, he said later, good going, because he would have killed you, or well, he would have not killed you, but tortured you in such a way that you couldn't give up for right at the time. Because yeah, these are prisoners, and the longer they stay here, so they keep these guys occupied, the more time off their sentence they'll get. Although some of these guys are going from like are going from like 200 years to like 130, so it's not like it would matter that much for some of these guys, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, now Tompa's out, but now I don't have to worry about the tough guy. Uh, and then yeah, the next guy coming up. Two of them are just kids. This lanky ass guy is coming up, fighting Gone. You'd think they would have chosen a smarter guy to go against this guy. Yeah, he. At first, I was like, okay, why? What's he doing with these candles? Like, isn't like okay? Well, first of all, how did he get these candles here? Did you just like ask the committee to get? Hey, let me get these. Oh wait, I forgot something. No, I'll go back to that. I'll go back to that later. Oh my god. How do you get these candles? Anyways, one of them is longer than the other. So it's like a desperate choice. So it's like is obviously luring you to picking the longer candle, but it's obvious that like that would be against his interests under normal situations. It's making it obvious that there's a trick to it, but it could not be tricked either way. So it's like there's like not absent like visual cues, you know, like poker face type shit. Um there's no way really to you know, choose it. And obviously you're wasting time having them choose. And this is perfect for Gone. Who relies on instincts. And Gone's like, I'll pick the longer one, because the long one will burn the longest. It's a no-brainer. Yep, no-brain. No-brainer. And yeah, that's it. But then it's revealed. Oh yeah, well obviously, well, okay. It takes a bit for those candles to burn. And which suits the guy, because it's the waiting game, you know. But it can't wait. It doesn't wait too long though, since it quickly burns out. Near the time. And then like no regular candle, yeah, is accelerate. But he had ace up his sleeve because he had two other ones that um he had an oil soaked one of each version. And then the gun just speeds up and then blows out the candle. I win. Oh, that's the end. Okay, there's something. Okay, wait. There's two things I was going to make note of. I forgot. Um, no, I'm not. Okay, this guy says they'll be stranded here for the remainder of the exam period. That'll knock a sweet 72 years off all of our sentences. That's not true. because it took them like 2 hours to get here. So at best it'd be like 70 hours. This math is off. Another thing I forgot to take note of. We got. I think it was an early one. Like really early. Oh yeah, number of participants for the second phase, part 1, 148, which is the same amount of episodes that the 2011 anime had. Yo, how did Togashi do that? Gifted with foresight. So like it's like when Togashi made a vow, a Nen vow to get to let him write peak fiction, but at the cost of having a bad back. And we have to be patient. It's our trial to overcome the trial of patience. You'll be awarded. Just follow his Twitter account where he posts about finding a manuscript, to like losing a manuscript for a chapter and then finding it again, and it's oh man, did you see that one? That was great. But yeah, well, that'll be it. For this volume, Hunter x Hunter. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next week. For next time. Bye.